Dot, 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 dot. Whatever the case, we tactical support units have a duty to see this through to the end. Duty. Ha, you sound like an android just there. The pod said heh. Agreed, but just as androids are influenced by humans, so are we tied to our creators. Perhaps. Pod 153. Do not die. The concept of death has no meaning to tactical support units. However, your expression of concern is appreciated. I also hope you do not die. Pod 42. Yeah.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate. Good morning, 9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh.
2A is missing. I feel like if 2A
Situation report
was just like 9S, 2B's in the sword, it would change everything. But she just never does that.
The required number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
Alright, quick save, and then resistance camp. That's by the big tower. Also, since you use a spear, not a sword with better AoE. So I've mentioned this before. I really hate messing around in the inventory in this game. I do not like it. It's no good. So I basically just pick 2 weapons that I'm okay with, and I just max them out. I've not been trying out the other weapons because that involves messing around in the inventory. I've not been changing chips much because that involves messing around in the inventory. Like, I really don't like the menu system. It's like, oh, okay, you know, I want to change a chip. Let's hit escape, wait for it to load. Let's go over to skills. Let's go down to plugin chips. Let's go to set type A, and let's go to customize, and let's go to all chips. And I just had to go through like 7 or 8 screens just to get here. And then, you know, like, look, they don't even stack. Look at this. They don't stack. Weapon attack up, 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 weapon attack up. They don't stack, and they're not alphabetical. There's W's, there's D, there's C, there's R. Like, there's no, like, method to this mess. I hate it. I really dislike it. So I got a setup that works for me, and I'm like, there, that's it. I'm never touching it again. So that's me. I am loving the game. I am loving the game. That's it. That was a lot of complaining all at once. I want to be clear. I'm enjoying the game. It was enough to make me want to do another unscheduled stream just to play it more. But that part of the game, I'm playing in a way that I use that as little as possible. Alright, so we got the 3 keys. Do we interact with the big thing first or the little things first?
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We apologize for the inconvenience, but locks on each sub-unit must be deactivated before accessing the main tower. Tower sub-unit access granted.
It's so weird that the enemy big boss makes this thing and then tells us exactly how to fix it.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We apologize for the inconvenience, but locks on each sub-unit must be deactivated before accessing the main tower.
Do I have to do something else? Oh. Oh, okay. There was an additional thing. Best hacking game I've ever seen. Alright, so I have to hack each of them now that I've opened them, I guess. Spear might have bad AoE, but 9's charged spear attack is way too powerful. Are you talking about the throw spear thing obsolete? Like this? I've just, again, I tried like 2 weapons with 9's, and then I found out that was that had a ranged option. I'm like, I love ranged attacks, so then I just stayed with this. Oh, you know, I thought this was one of those ones where the thing was shielded so you killed all the little guys, but I don't think that was necessary.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the sub-units. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower.
Is it a new 2B?
We
love
to
2Bs.
serving you.
Oh my god, this hack.
Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concerned over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way! Damn it! They won't stop coming!
I wonder if 2A is gonna come help him in a second.
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allied signal detected. I wonder if that's her.
Allies?
The twins? What?
Wait,
I thought y'all were medics. Oh, are they enemies?
Yes. We've been expecting you.
Are they? Oh, they went past.
The 2 of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
I'm so confused.
Devila? Popola? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
I'm enjoying watching them just running around as a pair. Look at them. The devil red-headed blender.
We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
My mom's a redhead, so this just reminds me of when I was a kid and she was angry. Yo, if I failed this game after that long hack, those 2 are never gonna let me hear the end of it. Oh god. Is there a timer on this one? No, there's more! I need a heal! What?
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It's part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit this self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
Berserker hacker?
That is not going in at all!
Berserker? Are we gonna Berserker hack?
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
Dude, she killed that one by stabbing it right in the crotch.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Quick, glowy hand thing. Save her. Of course, there's like an army bearing down on them, and they might be dead. Data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Yeah. Are we gonna play them now? Or is it like a movie? A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all. Because our models, the Devila and Popola models, are defective. Record, transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. By the way, I don't know this word. I was reading it as Gestalt yesterday, and then on YouTube, people were like, it's Gestalt, like green. I'm like, all right, I'll try. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair, we shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as an observation area. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah, watch out! Devila staggers and falls into a soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools, none of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worries show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devila's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless... Annoyed at my hesitation, Devila crosses her legs and scowls. The black scroll took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay. I understand. It's all going wrong. You could feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail. Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We talked to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night, we just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if it were of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers could pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devila and Popula models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devila loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg all right? Zananners, thank you for the prime. Mukluk Douglas, Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth, this is Chauncey Sniffles the Third. Welcomes you, Zananners, back to the lamp. Hope you enjoy your stay. Entertainment is on the way. Crank up the speakers, don't touch the bakers, giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Is your leg all right? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left, and yet she continues to smile, so I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled and all of that rage just drifted away. Oh, so, okay, we know that, like, other androids of their model, like, did something bad, and then their model was discontinued. So I'm wondering if, because of those other ones, their allies attacked them? To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devil and Popula models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devil and Popula models who'd snuffed out humanity. What? Who snuffed out humanity? I thought they just, like, attacked some dude and then they were like, oh, these are dangerous. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance, but even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn and we endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devila met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts, something quiet. And though her words are ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devil and I left that town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen. I'm wondering if she, like, killed the guy. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time, but we continue our march. Because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids that doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devil and Popula were who they are. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila. And for her, there's only one me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp. If we could just get there, I could finally fix Devila's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anything anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing, don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my camp and keep my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse, it lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and support her. As long as we have our bodies to support one another, as long as I have someone with whom to share my fate, I will press on no matter what happens to me. Because I won't ever stop protecting her. What sort of androids get cold? I mean, I assume, like, even machinery has an optimal temperature to work at. Now, I mean, like, your average computer wants to stay a lot colder than the human body, but, you know, if things get too cold or too hot outside of their normal range, it'll mess with them. Also, they already said she's got a big hole in her leg. It's raining. If water's getting in there, that would be bad. So, that kind of makes sense. I won't stop. No one stops. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. I think that was interesting. So honestly, when she said, like, you know, we have to do this to atone for our sins, like, it doesn't even seem like it was their sins. It was just like another model of them. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production lines. Following the incident, the Devila and Popula models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt. You a-holes!
That is all that remains.
They wiped their memory but made them constantly feel guilty?
They were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query. Why do the androids Devila and Popula seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
Gotta go for D&D. I'll watch it later. See you,
Why
NG. Have a
does
good
this tower
game.
possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis. Entrance is a trap.
Wait. Saving is possible. We just did a lot. Hang on. Let's remember to save today,
I
chat.
don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Oh my god, it's Labyrinth. Okay, the next boss is David Bowie, chat. I've seen this before. He's gonna come at us with tight pants. I know how this works. Making androids too human seems cruel to me personally, but I guess it makes sense from a story point of view. Uh-oh.
Corrupted Yorha units.
Yeet! Say hello to my little friend! Whoever it was that said that the spear power attack was too strong, I just want to tell you you're absolutely right. I just wanted a ranged attack. I didn't realize it was going to be so good.
And thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm still blown away at their high-heeled combat boots. Those are marvelous. Oh, they're all 2B! Crap!
2B models?
This is 9S's dream come true! I like how they're all waiting patiently for him to finish his nervous breakdown.
I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
Can't tell if he's angry or happy. Oh wait, there's a lot more than 4 now. What happens if I do this? Oh my gosh. Yo, there's so much to fight in here. Chain reaction, please. Boom!
To be! Don't worry, I'm going to kill you now!
Oh shoot, I'm stuck in the corner.
Alert. Enemies detected.
Still a few stragglers, huh?
Remember early on in the game when they're like, you would be a liability on the battlefield as a hacker. Do not come to the battlefield. And now he's just like fighting the combat units like 1 versus 20. Ah, it's fine. Wait, what's going on? Alright, hold on. Let's quick save. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm trying to use target lock. I'm not finding anything. The box. Oh, there was one still alive. I had to find the right one to stomp. Good thing we used our sword for that, not the spear.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Okay. Ah, I pressed the button, I swear to God. God dang it. I'm like, I waited till I was like halfway down, and then I was like, glide. No, splat. Like a flying squirrel. Yeah, I don't know. Zitron, thank you. Mukluk Douglas about that to be original. That's by the 4th. This is Johnson Festivals the 3rd. Welcomes you, Zitron Crazy, to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay. Entertainment is on the way. Crank up the speakers. Don't touch the speakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Welcome. The loot that I just picked up on 9s has reappeared.
This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advanced